The Michigan Football Report is presented by BetQL. Beat your sportsbook. Hell, beat your bookie if you're still a little old school. They've got 8 5-star bets for the NFL, 6 on point spreads, 2 on over-unders this week. Chatsports.com/MichiganQL drops you in the page. Sign up for the subscription services using Chat Michigan as your promo code. 25% off one bet, and you are in the money. All right, let's go. We added 68 subscribers from yesterday evening when we filmed and put out the video until this afternoon. We are putting this show together here on an effing Wednesday, a motherfucking Wednesday, as Ari Gold would say. I'm going to go do 25 push-ups. Shout out to you guys, 68 subscribers. Producer said in my ear, you sure it wasn't 69, James? I'm not sure. 68 is the number we calculated. I'm going to head out there, all right? I'm going to head out there and do 25 push-ups, and I'm going to have Rutgers on my mind in their time. So let's go. All right, producer, get a camera out in the hallway. Let's go. I'm coming out to the lobby. Got the subs? Do this. Rutgers, let's go, let's get him up. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Don't fumble. Rutgers, Michigan, gonna kick your Rutgers ass from Sarah. Go blue, go blue. Whew. All right, give me a second here, producer RC and Sam behind the screens. I got to catch my breath a little bit. Look, I'm an old man here, just pounding out 30 push-ups, so let me plug in this headset. All right, I'm good. All right, Michigan, Rutgers, 3:30 Eastern on Saturday from the Big House, ABC, Michigan Stadium. It is homecoming, folks. Michigan is a 20.5-point favorite. I'm catching my breath here. I just ran out into the palatial Chat Sports lobby and pounded out 30 push-ups. Look, I did 10 pretty quick, I think. I think 11 through 20, I was like, oh, shit, I haven't done push-ups in like 5 years. And then you know what? A Michigan man doesn't do the minimum, okay? I had 25. They want to cheer me on? No. I did 30. But well, hey, don't even try it. Don't put that on screen. Producers are playing games with me here. This is unacceptable. Anybody who grades me, I'm protesting this weigh-in. They're saying, be nice, grade Yoder's 25 push-ups. By the way, shout out to producer for messing up 30 push-ups, A, B, C, D, or F. I ask you, please don't actually grade me because I don't want to hear about it. If you want to give me some tips on form, if we got any push-ups experts out there, but anybody who grades me, I'm banning from the channel. Just kidding, I won't. So if you want to grade me, go ahead. Not very happy. The production staff playing a joke on me. We are in new Chat Sports Studio 4 with some shadowing across my face, but nevertheless, we'll figure out the lighting. Corum is setting records. We got Michigan football rumors today on the show. A lot more room to move around in this one. I'm just going to start moving my hands a lot back here. You saw me those boxing gloves? That was a pretty big step for what Michigan's going to do to Rutgers this weekend. All right, Blake Corum setting records. We're talking about the Harbaugh head scale, 0 Harbaugh heads through 4 Harbaugh heads. I'm giving this one 4 Harbaugh heads because there was a few tweets you need to see, a few stats you need to know about if you currently don't know about them, about Michigan's superstar backup running back, Blake Corum. How about this tweet from the Big Ten Network, Michigan at BTN? More on Blake Corum. He is the only Michigan running back this century with back-to-back 3 touchdown games, folks. We were talking about 22 seasons, the season 2000, and then 1 through 21. We're in 2021, 22 seasons. They tweeted out this a few days back. I want to make sure we aggregate all these together. Another tweet from Big Ten Network, and they say, the first Michigan running back to go over 100 yards in each of his first 3 games since none other than Mike Hart, the current running backs coach at the University of Michigan. So what are these stats? These are some awesome stuff. And then I see this one from Jared Berenson. Is that his last name? Burson. Blake Corum is the first FBS player to average 8 yards per carry and score 8 touchdowns in his first 3 games since Lamar Jackson, NFL MVP 2 years ago, folks. Was he last year or 2 years ago, MVP? 2 years ago, 2019 NFL MVP Lamar Jackson to do that. 8 touchdowns, 8 yards per carry since a quarterback. So no running back's done this in at least 6 years at least. I didn't look back prior to that. First FBS running back. I'm sorry, it says right there. First FBS running back, football bowl subdivision, to do it in more than 15 15 years. I'm asking 15 years. That's 2005 season. That might be Reggie Bush, right? Maybe it's Reggie Bush. Who knows? That was his last season at the University of Southern Cal. So, Jared Barrison, by the way, ESPN stats and info guy. So it's got to be true if he's putting out, I guess. All right. I think Blake Corum is turning into a superstar, folks. I think he is turning into a superstar right before our eyes. I think the University of Michigan knows it. I think they are going to do everything they can to, I'll tell you what, I saw something on Twitter the other day which blew my mind. Someone's like, well, Michigan's name, image, and likeness is really not doing anything. Where's Blake Corum going to play next year when some school comes in and offers him $2 million in NIL? I thought to myself, please don't let that happen. But it's the world we're living in. Take a look at his stats. These are terrific. He also was a touchdown through the air in the first game. He caught a touchdown pass, so 8 touchdowns total on the year. Actually, top 5 in the country in kickoff return average as well. So 48 yards, 48 carries, 407 yards, 7 touchdowns on the ground, averaging 8.5 yards per carry. Like I said, 15 years plus since a running back has scored 8 touchdowns while averaging more than 8 yards per carry in his team's first 3 games. So we got Rutgers coming up Saturday night. Is it another 78-0 victory for the Wolverines like 5 years ago? Here is the question for you guys. 125 yards is the number I'm putting at for Blake Corum. Why only 125, James? He's averaging way more than that, 138, something like that. Well, I think Michigan's going to win this game. I think they're going to win it, I don't want to say handily, but they should win it by several touchdowns. So I think Hassan Haskins, Donovan Edwards, other players will get snaps. I doubt you see much of Corum after middle of the third quarter unless it's an unexpectedly tight game. So type O for over, U for under. Hey, I'm smoking myself some Blake Corum crack. I'm going over. I'm typing the O. So go ahead and type the O down there in the comments for me. Give me an O. I'm going over. Let me know what you think. If you think you know how to predict football, you think you know how to predict games, you're probably just the right guy for BetQL because they're going to make you even better at it. BetQL is our presenting sponsor. Beat your sportsbook. Go to chatsports.com/MichiganQL. BetQL is a betting analytics advice, and they have a service. They have 5-star bets. I've been wetting the beak all week. They're producers in my ear say, James, wet the beak for the people. Spread the wealth. You're making too much money off BetQL. That's true. 6 games in the NFL against the spread are 5-star. That's the most they've had this year. I'm going to pull them up. I'll give you one of them. They got the Packers. I don't know about this one. Packers plus 3.5 at the 49ers is a 5-star bet. It's typically $15 a month for NFL, $20 a month for NFL and college. Use that promo code ChatMichigan, 25% off. Look, so you make one bet, you got the service basically for free on a month once you win with them. They got 6 5-stars, 8 5-star bets this week, 6 on point spreads, and then 2 on over-under. So go get going, BetQL, chatsports.com/MichiganQL, promo code ChatMichigan, down in the comments, down in the description. Next one up, Ohio State football program is in shambles, okay? I grew up in Ohio. It's actually the most embarrassing thing I have to admit, okay? But nevertheless. And somehow a couple years ago, I had Ohio State fans, a few of them, started following me on Twitter. I was nice. I followed a couple people back, whatever it is. I have been following some things going on with Ohio State since their loss to Oregon a few weeks ago, and with their defensive coordinator being demoted, and it looks like their quarterback's going to be demoted for this week's game versus Akron. Expect probably Kyle McCord, the true freshman, to get the start against Akron Saturday night. Their program's in shambles. I'm giving it 2 hardball heads. People are talking, okay? They're talking all over Twitter, and where does it start from? Well, 3 unexpectedly close games, including a loss. Down to the wire, they scored a couple garbage time touchdowns with Tulsa. But look at this photo, okay? This is probably not news to you, and this photo's been out there for a few days. But Ohio State had 30,000. Let me repeat myself. 30,000 unused tickets this past week against Tulsa, a day game, right? An afternoon game, 3:30 at kickoff. They've got Akron Saturday night in the Horseshoe. Have you ever seen 30,000 unused? The capacity there is 105,000. They brought in 75,000 people to the game. Michigan has never done that since the early to mid-'60s. It's an embarrassment. This program is demoting defensive coordinators mid-year. Justin Fields is on to the NFL. Urban Meyer is He's probably going to get fired mid-season with the Jags. Look, they might lose to Rutgers. They're 50-point Rutgers. Oh, gosh, don't say that, Yoder. They might lose to Akron this week. Probably not. They're 50-point favorites, but this program is in shambles, and the fan base have completely just ran away from them. Ohio State folks, Ohio State fans are fair weather fans. Michigan suffered through a 3-8 season in 2008 with Rich Rodriguez. A 3-9 season, 3-8 season, 3 wins. All right, 2-4 last year. You went through a losing season with Brady Hoke in 2014. Ohio State, other than the transition year between Tressel and Urban Meyer, they haven't tasted a losing season in over 20 years outside of that one. And in the last 60, they've had like 3 losing seasons. So I think it's time for them to have a little bit of adversity around their program. And we're seeing it right now, and their fans are showing just what they're worth, what the Buckeyes means to them. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of the 112,000 people that pack Michigan Stadium, whether it's Northern Illinois, whether it's Washington, whether it's Rutgers for homecoming, whether it's Western Michigan. It doesn't matter. Delaware State, the University of Michigan will pack that house every week, and it doesn't take one loss to Oregon for 30,000 people to just rip up their tickets and say, you know what, I'm going to go play Parcheesi with Grandma this weekend instead of going and using my Ohio State Buckeyes tickets where I spent $150 a pop for. So I think Michigan is going to have their best opportunity to beat Ohio State this season if things keep going the way they were. So I'm going to ask you guys this question. Be honest. To beat Ohio State this season, I do blank. I don't know. It's been a long time. If Michigan loses this game, it'll be 9 games. It'll be 10 years, right, since they beat Ohio State, since 2011. I'll say this. I'm not saying I will do this when they beat Ohio State, but if you said, James, if you do this right now, I guarantee you will Michigan beats Ohio State this year, right now, 2.5 months for the game, whatever, 2 months for the game, I would get a tattoo of Jim Harbaugh's face on my shoulder, about yay size, right? That's what I would do. I'd get a tattoo of Jim Harbaugh's face on my shoulder, and maybe I'd get Blake Corum's face on my other shoulder if I knew it was a guaranteed win. Not saying I want Michigan to have a gift. If I just went into the future, saw the win, came back, how about, if you've got any genies or any time travelers, Doc Brown, you let me know. But let me know, what would you do if today you could say, boom, I know in the future that Michigan is going to win this game. All right, 14,605 subscribers is where we are at. We've really been a big push this last week or so, so thank you so much. We're 500 subscribers, 500 some change behind Steve Deese's Michigan podcast for most YouTube subscribers in the Michigan YouTube game outside of the official team channel. So what are you guys doing? Don't put this up on the screen again. That's ridiculous. I mean, if you guys want to put a subscribe link across the bottom, maybe I let you do it again. They're saying they're putting it up there again. I don't agree with this, but the production team really wants to know what you guys thought of my push-ups, because some people are saying, well, you had some weird form there. You really struggled times 15. People are, they got in the ear saying, James, you had your ass too high, your arms too low. Grade my push-ups A, B, C, D, or F. All right. We got one more story to talk about. Before we do, I want to give more shout-outs from the people who followed on Twitter. I told you a couple days ago. Follow me on Twitter. If I got 10 of you to follow, I would give shout-outs. And we got like 90 new followers over that 24-hour period between, I think it was Monday and Tuesday. So Luke Mall 19, Don Marcello 07, Setherly 123, T-Hound or Thound, T-Hound 17, 7648, and then, was it Dankston Hughes, that's a sweet name. Dankston Hughes with a Z. Coming up next, we got Ferris, J Ferris 111, S or Scott RW04, Tyler McVeigh 1994, Abramson _12, shout out to you, and Cork Logan. That is the list of 10 followers we have right there. We got a BetQL read coming up here, guys, that we're going to do here. Beat the books with BetQL. I've got 10 more people I'm going to give subscribers shout out to, but want to make sure to remind you guys, BetQL, our presenting sponsor. Go to chatsports.com/MichiganQL. Beat the books, 25% off your subscription using that promo code ChatMichigan. Look, $20 a month for NFL and college football. They're giving you 5-star bets. They're winning at like a 70% clip on these 5-star bets. Use that promo code to get 25% off. Link is in the comments. Link is in the description. We've got Corey coming up here on the next list. So go to that list, producer, with Corey is where we left off on the follower shout-outs. All right, Corey. And then a bunch of numbers. He's like that guy, Chris Corey, no slayer to you, but there's that joke, first name, lots of numbers is the Twitter name. Corey has followed that path. I think it's 8675309. That's what it says there. Sam the Man, 9310. Good Sight Tom, Friedenberg Mark, and then Guy like Bev Aqua. I don't know what that means, but that's a pretty cool name. Next up, we got Run _DJD. Shaylutz 14, thank you so much for following. Go Blue 4368, Truck _EV, and then this guy said, I followed Yoder too late. Still giving you a shout out though. Put you in. He followed me today. Was that Schleivert? I'm sorry if I was pronouncing your name wrong. Schleivert 1. You said too late, but nevertheless, I gave you a shout out there. Now I've got an opportunity for you guys to win money. I want to apologize to Morgan Hammer. I went into the analytics. I swear to you, I'm not trying to screw anybody here. I'll gladly pay. I went through all the comments, a little search for 63. I swear I didn't see any. I saw a few 63s in there, but it was like 63 to 24, 63 to nothing. I didn't see this one. Morgan Hammer, shout out to you. You watched the episode. You emailed us yesterday and said, "Hey, here's my comment. I predicted school." So Morgan, I am going to we're going to email you back, get your Venmo information. I will Venmo you $50, like we said. I can't bump it to 100 or anything, so we're going to stick with 50 this week. We predict the score for Michigan Rutgers. Coming up here, Saturday, 3:30 Eastern on ABC from the Big House. It's Michigan's homecoming. First correct answer. So don't put in your prediction on Friday. You've got to give us the correct score. No editing. Tell me which team wins. And the first one to do that, another 50 bones coming your way. We give 25 away for Washington, 50 away for Morgan Hammer. We're going to send out later today from the game against Northern Illinois. And hopefully $50 for somebody predicting the score against Rutgers coming up Saturday in the Big House. All right, one more story today. Rutgers players suspended. You may have seen this one. It's not necessarily a rumor at this point, but I want to make sure we covered it here on the show. 4 Harbaugh heads on this one. What are these guys doing? This is like a scene out of The Sopranos, with the new Sopranos movie coming up in a little bit over a week. There's the throwback Sopranos, Tony growing up as a kid out there, coming up on HBO and in theaters this week. Here's the tweet from Clayton Safey. I mean, who looks like a baby, by the way? Who looks like a baby like 25 years ago and say, hey, we're going to name this baby Clayton. This guy works for the Wolverine or something like that. He says, Rutgers defensive backs Max Melton and Chris Long have been suspended by Greg Schiano, effective immediately. Melton starts a quarter and has 2 interceptions this season. So I said it was like a Tony Sopranos thing. These guys are from Rutgers, right outside New York City. Toss up Max Melton stats. He will not play this weekend. 8 tackles, 2 interceptions, a forced fumble, has broken up 4 passes, has really had a really good year. He's a starter in the secondary, so maybe Michigan has more opportunities this week than they normally would plan for in the passing game. But they were paintballing people, all right? I'm reading the headline here. Rutgers Scarlet Knights suspended 2 players for incident involving paintball gun, okay? They've been suspended and taken into police custody because of a paint gun incident. They were... aggravated assault, possession of a weapon for unlawful purposes stemming from an incident Monday night. What are these guys doing, pulling drive-by shootings with paintballs? This is pretty ridiculous. I'm reading the headlines. I'm reading the story. So Rutgers will be down a starter in the secondary and 1 other player. And just a weird thing to do, I guess. I mean, look, I did a lot of immature things when I was younger. But if I had a scholarship and I was playing Michigan in homecoming, maybe the most dominant Michigan football team in 2 generations coming up, I'm not sure if I'd be spending my Monday nights pulling drive-by paintball shootings against my girl's ex-boyfriend who keeps texting her, whatever was going on there. Nevertheless, that is the story. They will be down 1 starter and 1 backup. One more graphic to get to. Here are the betting odds for Michigan Rutgers. The Wolverines favored by 20.5 points. It's over-under of 49 for this game. So make sure you go down, comment your score prediction, use BetQL to see what they think about the game. Go bet with your sportsbook using BetQL, NFL, college football, chatsports.com/MichiganQL. I'll be back Thursday and then again Friday. I'll do a Michigan football, burning questions, a preview, and then we're going to do a little rumor roundup coming up on Friday. I'm going to be doing the show remote on Saturday. I've got to travel back to my hometown. Funeral, unfortunate situation that I'll be kind of raw dogging it with my computer cam from my sister's basement probably on Saturday. So we'll see you after the game Saturday, but I'll have a video for you Thursday and Friday. Until then, go Blue.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Woo! Let's go!
Oh, yeah.
Don't fumble.
Rutgers, Michigan, gonna kick your Rutgers ass on Saturday.
Woo!